Yes, lovers of songs, lovers of songwriters, hello and good evening, welcome or welcome back. Songs from the Rua Room, my YouTube channel, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. Hopefully loud and clear, let me know there if we are loud and clear in YouTube land. I believe we are. Wow, lots of great live chatters coming in from all over. Hitting that old subscribe button for me there and following at the Rua Room there on Facebook and Instagram, if you'd be so kind. And an old thumbs up would be great as well. Maybe getting some buffering already, are we? Great, that's fantastic. Internet, thank you. Well, we'll wait for that to pass. Let me know if it's passed. It should be gone. I'm getting it all right. Yes, I am. Refreshing the old thing might help indeed. But anyway, yeah, liked and shared. Hello, Rachel. Good to have you with us. I will give you all a shout out as we get into the show in a few seconds. But what is the Harvest album? I hear you ask. Well, back around 2014, folks, I was getting close. In my head, I was realizing that I was coming up on the 25th year as in the music business. First as a pub singer-songwriter, an entertainer, later as a budding songwriter, starting in Ireland, eventually doing my first tours in Europe, Scandinavia, from around 1997, from Gerardsbergen to Gent, from Amsterdam to Oslo, from Lyon over to the Middle East of all places, before stepping off the road back in around 2019. Believe it or not. But anyway, I was lucky enough to have a few songs of mine covered by great artists over the year. Artists like Helen Flaherty from Scotland, the Furies and Davy Arta from Ireland, Randall Williams in America. So I got this idea into my head. If it would be a nice fun project to maybe ask other friends of mine, mainly singer-songwriters, that I'd known from the scene from around the world, if they'd be interested in covering one of my songs. How they'd feel about taking on one of them and giving it their own flavour, basically. Thinking I'd get a 10 or 12 track album out of it. And it got a bit out of hand. So it ended up as this epic double album, 30 songs, including some co-writes of mine, recorded by 30 artists from 9 countries, folks. I always joked about it being a tribute to myself, and I suppose that's what it is. But of course, it's also a tribute to the fantastic talents of the songwriters and musicians on the album, and I want to thank them all. Really, some songs, as I was saying, some songs were forced on the artists. Some were given the choice of certain songs, but I gave them all a sort of carte blanche to do what they felt. The majority stuck close to my versions. Some took the songs to a whole other place, which I absolutely loved. Like I said, they had the freedom to do that. Tonight, I'm paying tribute to those amazing artists from around the globe, folks, for their time and talent, and also, of course, the people behind the scenes. We had a wonderful launch night in the Centrale in Gent on the 6th of June. About 18 of the acts showed up of the 30. It was an amazing night. Huge work for the crew. We did an amazing job. But people behind the scenes like Katja van der Porten, my CFO, my Chief Financial Officer, God bless her, she organised all the pre-sales tickets for the launch show. Of course, the Centrale and their amazing crew in Gent for being part of it. Herbie Van Zanten was a big help as well backstage for guitar teching and keeping us in check. Fair play to him as well. Lean de Wever, of course, for her work on the booklet and the posters. Tony at Red Hot CD in Lokeren did all the duplication. Lievephoto for her photos of the concert and behind the scenes. By the way, I've got a lovely montage of Lieve's photographs at the very end of the stream. I'll do that every night to close off. So don't miss that wonderful behind the scenes and on stage pictures from the multi-talented Lievephoto. Links to Lieve and all the acts and artists are below as always, folks. Tonight, where you can find all that. Auntie Olive, of course, she might be there later on in the live chat. Auntie Olive took the cover shot out in the Bordenamona Bog in County Offaly all those years ago. Anne Mattis and her friends laid on amazing catering for us all backstage on the launch night. Urban Librecht, can't forget Urban, who did a lot of audio work, not only for the artists, but he also mastered the album over in his old studio, Alias Studios in Ghent. Last but by no means least, of course, Mr. Luca Bloom. He wrote a lovely piece here. To be a bogman is a blessing, to write songs is a gift. Daithi Rua is both blessed and gifted, he said. Congratulations on 25 years of sharing your gift. There you go. So tonight, like I said, I'm going to pay tribute to all those people and all these great artists that I've had the honour and pleasure of working with and knowing and meeting over the years. This album is on Bandcamp. If you scan that, you can go and get it. There's a special anniversary price of €10, as it's 10 years ago since this came out tonight. I do have physical copies as well. If anybody would like one posted somewhere, if you still do the physical thing, let me know. There's a PayPal link up there as well, and down there in the thing you can become a channel member. There's a few channel members in the house, and fair play to you. So that's just to let you know. Never expected, always appreciated. As I said, that will bring you to my Bandcamp page. There you can get the whole discography, all my work, for I think under €40 as well. But you want to buy individual songs or buy this album digitally, please feel free to do so. Paul de Hunt is in Zelzate. Goedenavond, sir. Great to have you. Anita is in from Oslo, Norway. Lovely. Some great stalwarts in the live chat. Guitar Chris, over in Germany. Good Abend and welcome, sir. Val Speller, hello from our hospital bed. A speedy recovery to you, Val. Thank you so very much for being here. And of course, the one and only Reba Jack, channel member there in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Really good to see you. Said hello to Neil. Martin Kelly, British Columbia, always in the chat. Good man, Martin. Lovely to have you here. Also great to have Hannah Elisa in the chat as well. And of course, Rachel from the big island of Hawaii. Aloha, Rachel. Beautiful to have you here. Am I missing anybody? Of course I am. Johan Smits. Hello, everybody. Ready for the evening. Thank you, Johan. Beautiful to have you here, as always. I said hello to everybody. I think if I missed you, I will get you as we go along. Good evening from the brother Mark in County Offaly. Hello, bro. Good to see you, buddy, and lovely to have you here. D. Michael, hello, Dahi, everyone. 79 degrees in the Mojave Desert in southwest USA. It's almost as hot here in lovely Lievephoto in my attic room in Belgium, but nothing like that. Good to have you, D. Michael. Absolutely lovely to see you here in the live chat. Lovely live chatters coming in. As I said, if I miss you, drop us a line later, but I'm sure I'll see your name popping up. Said hello to everybody at this stage. I think I did. Get well soon, Val. Everyone wishing Val get well soon. Beautiful. It's great to have you all here. Whether you're in the live chat, whether you're watching the replay, thank you so much. The best way to support this channel is to watch the videos, either the live streams or the artists I record in here. But without further ado, folks, you're here for music, and let's kick it off. I'm going to read the booklet here as we go along, but you will see it on screen as I play back the track. So let me just get my notes sorted out here. Annika Fehling, of course, and The Harvest, the title track. The only song I sing on the album is with this lady. We do it as a duet. Maybe that's why I like this album so much, because I'm not really on it. Annika Fehling and myself wrote this song. I was invited by the wonderful Brett Perkins to the Nordic Co-Writer Summit. August 12th to 16th, I believe, in 2012. Wow. And he paired us up with different songwriters. I got to write, of course, this particular track with the wonderful Annika Fehling from Sweden. I got to write and meet with lots of great artists, people like Eva Hillered, Klaus Caprani, of course. Got to meet great people like Hella Hansen from Denmark, Jenny Littlepage from America, Tori Sparks, Jakob Svensson, and tons of other people. But it's a wonderful thing. If you ever get a chance to attend one of Annika's co-writing workshops, or Brett Perkins, they do. I know Brett does co-writing workshops all over the world, from Ireland, Inisheer in Ireland, to Denmark, to Los Angeles. So have a look. Annika's website, of course, is below as well. She'll tell you all you need to know about that. So yeah, written at the island of Samsø in Denmark back in 2012. Annika wrote a lovely piece here. A lot of artists wrote a little piece to kick us off, and if I can see it in the light. Writing and playing with Dahi was great fun, she said, and a sheer pleasure. I love our song and feel very honoured and got to be part of the album. Thank you for including me on it, this wonderful collection of songs from gifted artists, no, not least yourself. Good luck, good work you, she says. The Harvest, recorded and mixed by Kai Lowland, my friend in Oslo, Norway. Recorded by Kai as well, and Klaus Caprani, and Tony de Block. Three or four studios involved in this, and of course the Powerhouse Studios in Denmark, Midas Studio in Belgium, and Nyando Studios in Norway. The photo credit here is Mats Ek. So enjoy song number one, folks. It's from Annika Fehling and myself. It's called The Harvest. Take it away, Annika.
Listen to the rhythm of the island glisten. Tractor wheels on dusty road, listen. All the good things coming your way, lay down your heavy load. Mother moon is rising. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes.
Colors dazzle in the distance, glowing in violet and blue. Stones and soil and harmony dancing, honor the past and start anew.
We're reaping what we grow. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes. Feel the waves crash on this ancient land, pulsing to my heartbeat, into my hand. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes.
Song number one, kicking us off. Very, very proud of that one. Very proud of all the songs on this record. Annika, Fehling, and yours truly. Song called The Harvest. Thanks for all the lovely comments coming in there on that one. I know there's a bit of a delay on the chat, but thank you very much, everybody. Did you change your name to Rich Aloha? Aloha, Rachel. I love it. Rich Aloha. Beautiful folks, thank you all very, very much. Annika Fehling is also playing the Festival of Visby on August the 16th. If you're in Sweden, go to Visby and honouring the homeland, D. Michael. Go and find her at the wonderful Visby Festival, her and a host of other artists. AnnikaFehling.com. Yay, The Harvest. Thank you, Rebel Jack. All the lovely comments. I did, says Rachel. What a great song, dipping in and out a little, then we'll settle in. Great to have you here, Phil. Thanks for dipping in. Whether you're here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it's always good to have you here. Great to see you. And if I missed shouting out anybody, let me know. Say hello in the live chat. But thank you very much, and thanks to Phil. Song number one from the Harvest album, Annika Fehling, written on the island of Samsø in Denmark in 2012. Wow. Oslo John is in the house. Good to have you here from Oslo. John Woods, hello and very, very welcome. Great to see you. Great to see you as well. 10 years, there he is, Kyle Oland in the house. A wonderful musician and the producer of Dream Never Fear. 2013 that was as well, Kai. It's great to have you here. Willkommen. Lovely to see you popping in there. You did great work on that track as well, Kyle Oland. Fair play to you. Absolutely. And there's Mandolin. Hello, Amanda. Thanks for dropping in. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you all talking to each other, which is fantastic. Good. Anyway, let's plow on. The plan is, folks, to get through 10 songs tonight in each show. I'm going to break it up in 3 parts. And we'll get through, in order of appearance, 10 songs a night. And feel free to drop a comment. If you're watching the replay, feel free to drop us a line down in the comments as well. And as I said, to remind you, if you want this album or any of my stuff, scan that there. There's a link below as well to Bandcamp. And there's a PayPal link flying around if you want to throw some shekels into the pot. Oh yeah, never expected, always appreciated. Eystein Bernstein is in the house. Sorry for being late. Happy 10-year anniversary of the Harvest album. Great to see you, Eystein. Eystein will be kicking off tomorrow night's show with song number 11. But great that you're here tonight, Eystein, and great to have you as part of this project. As always. Beautiful. Right, let's go. Song number 2 is it's called Sun and Moon, and I co-wrote this song. This is another co-written with a fella called Peter Ceulemans. Peter was in a band called Mora, Moragh, and you'll hear a song from Mora later on in the show. But Peter is also a great songwriter in his own right, and we sat down and I think I did a gig in O'Fiox in Lear. Remember that old Irish bar? And I think I got to stay with Peter that night and his family, and the day after we started working on this song together. And I really like it. Sun and Moon, a song I never really performed after writing, but this band called Redcoat did a wonderful job on it. Annika and the gang, they're no longer a band, but they left a big mark on the scene. They sure did. Let me have a look. Produced by Redcoat. They said it was a one take. It could well be. Beautiful. Recorded and mixed by one take. Jeroen Kouters and Michael Verinden at ours. That's studio one take. Okay, it probably wasn't a one take. It was studio one take. The photo credit here was Charlotte Samin and Annika Osterlink on vocals, Jeroen Knappen on guitar and backing vocals, Yasmin Lutens on cello, Quentin de Vlamic on double bass, and Naomi Vakouterin on violin. It's a great version of this song. I never really recorded it, but I'm glad to have Redcoat doing this version of it. Take it away. Sun and Moon, written by Peter Ceulemans from Belgium and myself. Song number 2 tonight.
She rises in the morning with a warm smile, hits us with a love, but only stays a while. Shining from the dawn through the afternoon, waiting for the evening to meet the moon. At evening time he comes to greet the night, say hello to her as she dims her light. Now his work has only just begun. Not a cold night, longing for the sun. Though they shine together, their lives are far apart, burning for each other, two souls, one heart. She rises in the morning with a warm smile, hits us with a love, but only stays a while, shining from the dawn through the afternoon, waiting for the evening to meet the moon. Though they shine together, their lives are far apart, burning for each other, two souls, one heart, burning for each other. She the sun, he the moon, always together, always apart, two souls, one heart. Two souls, one heart. Two souls, one heart.
I've got Red Coat, Sun and Moon, two souls, one heart. Peter Coleman and myself wrote that, and I love the job that Red Coat did on that song. I really do. And judging by the comments, you do too. Hello, Tony Dunnigan. Good to have you in the live chat. Nice flow and blended vocals, says D. Michael. Thank you, D. It's great to have Auntie Ollie in the house as well. Better late than never. How are you doing? There must have been a GA match on or something. Good to have you. Good to have you. A beauty, says Johan. Yes, absolutely. And the wonderful vocals there of Annika Osterlink. And great band as well. Thank you very much, Phil. That was lovely. He says, really nice song and a great version. What a sweet song, says Mandolin. Beautiful. And a round of applause there for Martin Kelly from British Columbia. Red Coat is the song, folks. Beautiful. We're paying tribute to all the artists that gave their time and talent to record this beautiful album for me, to help me celebrate 25 years back in 2015. Would you believe it? Time flies, doesn't it just? Wow. Anyway, thank you very much to Red Coat. Let me see, where are we now? We're going cooking dinner. Was that what you were at? Lord. A couple of hearts there from Bernstein as well. Thank you, Einstein. Beautiful. Feels like listening to a best of album, says Nice Guitar Chris. And thank you for posting that lovely photograph, the autographed album that you got. Yeah, I saw your post there today. Chris, wonderful. It was lovely that you were able to get hold of this album back in the day. We like the CD very much. Thank you, Paul Hunt there. Yes, I know you have it too, and thank you very much. Anybody who has it, and maybe some of you were even at the big night in the Centrale, let us know in the comments if you were, or down in the live chat there. We are going to New Orleans for this one, and a band called Nafina, Hurricane Katrina. It's a tribute song to the people that were affected by Hurricane Katrina, August 2005. I rewrote the famous song, The Lakes of Pontchartrain, because it was around that area. It was Lake Pontchartrain, and when the levees came down and the Mississippi River had nowhere to go, that did most of the damage down there. And I just thought I could maybe use the melody of the song from the Lakes of Pontchartrain, and that's where this song came from, sort of also in response to FEMA, who didn't show up on time and under George W. Bush and did a lot more damage. So that's where this comes from. Kieran Finn, by the way, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Kieran. If you're watching this later, happy birthday to you. Kieran, one of the members, the two Finn brothers, Kieran and Hugh Finn, known as the Finns. I would have played them on the Songwriter show a few times, but the Nafina have been around Ireland, and there were huge names around Ireland, a huge following, and four of them. And they did mighty work. Bill Shanley, another famous guitarist from Dublin, recorded and worked on this track. He produced it actually at the Cauldron Studios, famous Cauldron Studios in Dublin. The photo credit I see is Jenny McCarthy. Produced by Bill Shanley, recorded by Mike Manning, mixed by Andrew Holdsworth. Bill Shanley on guitars and bass. Binzer Brennan on drums. Peter McMahon, percussion and vocals. James O'Connor, accordion and vocal. Hugh Finn on tenor, guitar and vocal, and his brother Kieran, happy birthday Kieran, on guitar and vocal. Pontchartrain is a fabulous song, they said, written by Daithi about Hurricane Katrina. Should have made this print bigger. Which brought the city of New Orleans to its knees. Let me see, what does it say? The best... oh my God, I can't even read it. New Orleans to his knees. The Bush administration had many questions to answer for a very poor response of what became one of the worst disasters in US history. Katrina took 1,833 souls with her in August 2025. May they all rest in peace. Lovely piece, guys. Thank you for writing that on the booklet as well. They're called Nafiana, and here is my tribute to Hurricane Katrina, just simply called Pontchartrain. Take it away, boys.
It was on one summer morning I bid New Orleans good day. Not a cloud was in the sky, birds sang and children played. Music drifted through the streets, and there it did remain. It filled my heart with longing for the lakes of Pontchartrain. The weather changed, the wind grew strong, the children stopped their game. The rain came down in buckets, then a powerful hurricane. She shook us to our very core. Katrina was her name. She turned our piece of heaven to hell round the lakes of Pontchartrain. My neighbors tried to save their homes. Some packed up and left. Some homes they fell to fire and flood. Others found to tear. Looters took all that they could. We waited till help came, but none did come from Washington to the lakes of Pontchartrain. There hasn't been a storm like that for almost 80 years. I heard it from my grandfather. He told me through his tears. I'm glad I didn't have to feel Katrina's dreadful pain, or see his town get swallowed by the lakes of Pontchartrain. get swallowed by the lakes of Pontchartrain.
Yeah, that is Na Fianna, the boys from County Laois mixed with the boys from Dublin, I believe. Na Fianna were the band, and what a beautiful version of that old song they did. And thanks, Anita, for that. She said, isn't it nice when your songs grow up and travel the world on their own, Daithi? Talented writer, talented band together are absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the lovely comments coming in there. Hello, and again, good to have you with us. Nice to see you in the live chat. Beautiful tribute, Daithi. For those who don't know, the lower 9th ward is still reeling from the damage, says Rachel. Katrina, the total lack of leadership in the Bush administration. Yes, exactly. It was a shocking time and thing. And yeah, they have a lot to answer for indeed, Rachel. They absolutely do. Excellent writing. Thank you, Amanda. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, Johan. What a good song marking a terrible event, and a superb band and voice there. Thank you, Phil Hogg. And again, still knows all the lyrics. Yes, you do. I bet you do. Thanks, and again. Yeah, we're both fans of each other, and again and I. Yeah, we are. Lovely to have you here tonight, and you're always welcome. You know that. So yeah, we're plowing through them, guys. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll be halfway through the songs anyway. I don't know if we'll be halfway through the show. We'll be halfway. That was song 3 tonight from Na Fianna, and performed by Na Fianna, a song called Pontchartrain. We are going to Baltinglass in Wicklow. Dedicate this one to Auntie Olive tonight. Bog Working Man, and is the name of the song. My grandfather, Tom, Auntie Olive's daddy, was one of the founding fathers of a thing called Bordnamona. The BNM, the big brown deserts of Ireland, were taken over in the 60s by Bordnamona, or the late 50s, I can't remember. And they used to bring the turf on those little small railway lines into the peat burning power station of Shannonbridge and around Ferban, places like that. My father also did a stint in Bordnamona, shunting wagons on those trains up and down, and I managed to escape by the skin of my teeth. I grabbed the guitar and I ran away from the bog as soon as I could. And that song comes from here. It's performed by the wonderful Cormac Doyle from Baltinglass in Wicklow. I met Cormac probably in 1997 in the Dublin or Irish Bar in Oslo, sharing at a band apartment with my band Sanssouci. He was there with his band called The Tide, featuring Aidan Burke, Jay Owen, John Gahan and Jim Beam. I remember it well. I remember it clearly, walking in to the band apartment and seeing the big man from Baltinglass on the sofa. And we hit it off immediately and been friends ever since. He wrote a lovely piece here, if I can read it. I loved his writing and singing and was honoured to be part of this record. Getting to stretch out on bouzouki, guitars, mandolin, bass and blues harp was pure fun. Bog Working Man is a great tribute to where he comes from, and I love playing it, especially for his family. Cormac Doyle is well loved in our family. He recorded everything, mixed it all himself. He's a one-man band. He's an amazing guy. Absolute feckin' legend, says the boy from the county hell. Correct and right, Einstein Bernstein. Absolutely. I sing this one at home all the time, do you? There you go. Here he is. Sometimes he changes the lyric. His father was a wonderful carpenter, and Cormac, sometimes he sings Woodworking Man to this. But here he is. A happy song, indeed it is. And again, and I love this version. And like I said, he plays, one-man band, plays everything on this song, and does it all himself. Here he is, the man from Baltinglass, Cormac Doyle, Bog Working Man. You can do a bit of dancing to this. Here we go.
Daddy was a bog working man. Daddy was a bog working man. Raking, rolling, shunting, hauling in the sun and rain falling. Daddy was a bog working man. Granddaddy was a bog working man. Granddaddy was a bog working man. Left the war for the pen, hot sword, the fan, and father of the boy. Granddaddy was a bog working man. Working man, I am not a bog working man. Even though I'm one of the same, I jumped on board another train, and I am not a bog working man. Working man. Working man, working man, working man, bog working man, bog working man, bog working man, bog working man. Daddy was a bog working man. Daddy was a bog working man. Rake and roll and shunt and horn in the sun and rain and fall. And Daddy was a bog working man.
Yeah, short, sweet and wonderful. The big happy head in that lad. Cormac Doyle, lifelong friend of mine, and one-man band, played all the instruments, produced that track, did the whole lot, and came over and played as well in the Centrale. Beautiful stuff. Thanks for the lovely comments that are coming in and came in on that one. Thanks to Guitar Chris. Let me see. There was a great comment there from Annika. She says, the CD, if you like the songs but don't like the singer. That's right. I used to say that at the shows. That's the one to get. What Annika said there. It's right. I love the album because I'm not on it. So if you like the songs and don't like the singer, that's the album for you. Thank you, Annika, for reminding me of that. Woo! This is Rich Aloha in the house from the Big Island. Martin Kelly giving it a round of applause, as is Annika. Beautiful. Birthday did we miss? Wonderful memories of my granddad. Yeah, D. Michael's birthday, was it? Happy birthday, D. Michael. He's just getting started. I didn't know it was your birthday. My birthday as well last week, so we must be close. D. Michael, happy birthday to both of us. Yes, gorgeous stuff. Hon Cormac, says Tony Donegan. Absolutely. The bog working man, the woodworking man, singing the bog working man. Beautiful stuff. Cormac Doyle taking us in there for song number 4 tonight. And another song that is special to my heart. Sometimes when you write songs, this is, I suppose we all hope that certain songs will grow and its place. There we go. So yeah, if I missed anybody there, welcome Crab Donkey. We're buffering again. That's the internet. I don't mind if it buffers through my blah blah, as long as we get the songs out. That's the main thing. But anyway, this song starts in a place called the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. Heads on up through Scotland and into Scandinavia, where the song sort of was born. And Randall Williams sings this wonderful version. It was one of the first cover versions I got. He put it on his album called Praying for Land in 2008. I would have met Randall Williams when he lived in Brussels. Around 2001, he tracked me down in some Irish bar in Brussels, and we've been friends ever since. But then in 2008, he brought out a wonderful album, which you should really check out, called Praying for Land. That album is inspired by the mysterious disappearance of Amelia Earhart, in the Pacific Ocean during her attempt to fly around the world in 1937. And strangely enough, Randall is now an airline pilot. There you go. I thought he was always going to be a singer-songwriter forevermore on the road, but there you go. I love Daithi's music. He says, I put one of his stickers on my guitar case, and people approach me and ask how to pronounce my name, which is bad enough. But then after a show, they say, "Oh, my favourite song on the record was the one about the causeway." So I just say thank you and let them move along. Not really, he says. I tell them about my friend and his awesome song, Causeway, by Randall Williams. That man you heard just now, Cormac Doyle, does a wonderful version of this as well, which I'm pleased to say. It was produced by David Webber and Randall, recorded by David Webber, mixed by Chip Reardon at Artemis Studio. It's from the album Praying for Land, and the photo credit is Norm Siegel here. Yeah, one of my big songs, I think. It's called Causeway. I absolutely adore Randall Williams' version of it. He's from the state of Maine, just north of Boston. And wonderful to know him, and the musicianship on this is absolutely stunning as well. Wonderful arrangement, wonderful version of my song Causeway. Enjoy it, Randall Williams.
If I was a giant, walked upon the land, I'd go to Northern Ireland, find a beach of sand, I'd step into the ocean, brave the tidal roar, finish what was started by some giant before. If I could build a causeway, I'd build it to your door, step by step, stone by stone, till we're apart no more. I could walk to Scotland, and maybe I'd stop there, I'd seek you in the mountains, seek you everywhere. And if you're not in Scotland, then I would build on. I'd be in Scandinavia before the day was done. I could build a causeway, I'd build it to your door, step by step, stone by stone, till we're apart no in Scandinavia. It was you I found there in Oslo harbor. could build a causeway, I'd build it to your door. Step by step, and stone by stone, till we're apart no more. Step by step, and stone by stone, till we're apart no more.
Ah, yeah, it gets me every time, that version of that song. Thank you very much for all the beautiful comments on that. A lot of people think it's my best written song, and it could well be. I might have buffered there during that. I'm very sorry if it did. But of course, you can hear all these on Bandcamp anyway, and on my own YouTube channel and stuff like that. I can still put it on repeat and not get bored. Thank you, Jeremy, and it's good to have you here in the live chat. Great to see you here, Jeremy. Thank you all for that, for the beautiful comments. The song Daithi is one of the very few songs. Daithi is one of the very few that will stand fast long after we both move on from this world. Absolutely fantastic song, beautiful. Einstein, thank you so much. I much appreciate that. I really do. Hello, Carl. Good to have you with us. Over there, let me know, am I buffering or are we still okay? I'm not going to play the music unless this comes back. It looks like it was buffering, but it might be back. There's about a 12-second delay, so I don't know. Thank you, Phil. An absolute classic, he says. You're too kind. Thank you, Rachel, for the round of applause as well. Absolutely. And thank you, Amanda, as well. Yes, indeed. All good here. Good. Thank you, D. Michael. Always good to know, because sometimes the buffer's here, but you're not getting it. But you know, that's the internet for you. All good in Ireland, that's the main thing. All good now. Thank you, Bernstein. Thank you, Einstein. I keep calling you Bernstein when I see your name pop up there. Beautiful. Thank you all very, very much, folks. And for sticking with us here for the stream. If you haven't done so already, just a reminder, please hit the subscribe button. Please give the old. Hit that like button there. If you'd be so kind. If you feel like sharing this out on social media, all the better. Links to all these great musicians are below, unless they don't have a website. Some of them aren't doing this anymore. It's been a long time, as you know. But by all means, go and check out the great music of these fantastic artists. I suppose this whole thing was inspired. I don't know if you remember an album called Other Voices, Other Rooms by Nancy Griffith, where she came on and recorded. It was a covers album. She did all of these unknown songwriters, and she put their picture on and the lyrics of the songs. So it was really kind of inspired by that album as well. I wanted to also not only obviously shine a spotlight on my songs, but to shine a spotlight on these fantastic artists, and that was the whole idea of the album at the time. So there we go, we're kind of halfway through the songs, folks. Thanks for sticking with us. That was Randall Williams' version of my song Causeway. We are going to go back to Belgium and a band called Roots, simply Roots, Roots. So many great singers and musicians in this band. I'm not even sure if they perform much together as individuals, but they all have fantastic different projects going on. I believe I was on tour in Norway when the great Johnny Cash died in September of 2003, and I wanted to write something in his honour, which is not easy. Johnny was a huge fan of Ireland. He'd visited a couple of times. Wrote the famous song 40 Shades of Green, which is referenced in the song here. I was a big fan of my country. Let me just see who's in the band. Laura, the father and daughter anyway. Laura Saba and Erwin Saba. Erwin plays guitar, mandolin, vocals. Laura sings. Jan van Rossum, vocals, guitar and cajon. Christoph Ilaut on bass and double bass. Tom Voet was drums and percussion. Didier Verpost, big band, violin. Johan de Grief on accordion. Alice de Vogt on flute and piccolo. Recorded and mixed by Erwin Lebrecht over in Gent. We were surprised when Daithi asked us to join this bunch of musicians for his compilation album. At the same time, it was a challenge to play the song and do our own thing with it. We have tried to give the song another dimension, to play it a little bit faster and with a sort of a more southern rhythm. They did a great job on it. The song was called Sail Away, my tribute to Johnny Cash. Thank you. Phil says a wonderful concept. Thank you, Phil. Yes, absolutely very proud of this album for many reasons, but thank you very much for your kind words. But here it is, song number 6 of 10. It's called Sail Away, and it's from a wonderful band called Roots, Belgian group. Check them out. It's gorgeous. Sail Away, memory of Johnny Cash.
In black has left and gone to heaven. The man in black has left and gone to hell. Oh, wherever there is music, wine and women, and everlasting water from the wells. You have been around, you've seen it, done it. You've been on the wheel of life so long. We are left to walk here in your shadow and build your monument with your songs. Sail away, Ghost rider in the sky is gone today. Sail away, I'll see you there whenever some old day. That I aspire to half your worth. I hope you find your angel and your queen. May the sunshine always fall upon your warm face. Your fields be always 40 shades of green. Sail away, Ghost rider in the sky is gone today. Sail away, I'll see you there whenever some old day. The man in black has left and gone to heaven. The man in black has left and gone to hell. Or wherever there is music, wine and women, and everlasting water from the well.
The band was called Roots, and the song was called Sail Away. Tribute to Johnny Cash on the night he died. Do you remember much about where and when you wrote any of these songs? How's the old memory? That is a good question. Some I do kind of know where they were born, brother. But I should dig back into the records to see exactly. But yeah, some of them go back a long time, bro. And I know Causeway was born in Oslo, Norway. That one was too. A thing to do when you're on tour is write songs. Sometimes it keeps you occupied. Lovely rendition of a lovely song. Thank you, Oystein. Very much appreciated, and very much looking forward to your rendition tomorrow night in show 2. Looking forward to that, very much so. Vanna's Blue Laces, you did a great job on that. So yeah, Tasha, Tony, I can't really remember all the songs, but doing my best. Some of them I remember where they are, just kind of the stories behind them for sure. But where and when they were written, because some of them start at one place and they end up being finished in some other place, could be months or years later. So they weren't all written overnight, you know. I just love that song and all your music, Daithi. And you grew up with them all. Thanks, Olive. Thank you, darling. Nice tribute, says Manda. I got to see the Man in Black live in concert in the 90s. Did you? You're in Michigan. Oh, you saw him live. I never did. Beautiful, Manda. Lucky you. Anybody else out there ever see Johnny Cash live? Or Johnny Paycheck? Prayers go up, please, our friend Vance Gilbert, throat cancer treatment. Yes, D. Michael, indeed. I heard about the news about our friend Vance Gilbert, and hopefully he'll be okay. And so many people coming behind him there for his GoFundMe, and that I saw as well, which is great to see. Vanna's Blue Laces, love that song. Me too. And again, that's for tomorrow night. That'll be song number 1 tomorrow from the wonderful Eystein Bernstein, the boy from the county hell. You love them all, but hey, exactly. Yeah. And again, might be a fan. We're a fan of you too. Anyway, that was a great version, and thanks very much to Roots for being part of that project. An eight-piece band out of Belgium. Amazing. Like I said, no longer a band. I don't think they're playing much together. Maybe the odd gig, but like I said, they all do so many great work individually as well. Now, growing up in Ireland, as you know, you probably know, most of us have to have had a party piece of some sort. You have to sing a song or do an Irish dance. Or my grandfather, Tom, go back to grandfather again. He was a great man for the parties, but he didn't have a note in his head. He couldn't sing to save his life. Bless him. So he ended up reciting poems like Piddlin' Pete and Death of an American Airman and The Green Eye of the Little Yellow God, and this particular poem that I learned from him in the 80s called From Monkey to Man. And even though it was I think it originally came out in around 1957, there was a guy called Dave Bartholomew who recorded a song called The Monkey, New Orleans band. He was originally a trumpeter. And I think around 1957 he did a version of this, a kind of a New Orleans big band version of it, which you can find online. And but I only really ever knew it as a poem. My grandfather said it was only years later I researched it and figured out it was an old classic. But that's it. 3 monkeys up on a coconut tree, or as the Flemish call them, a kokosnootboom. That was my favourite Flemish word outside of doodlesack. Kokosnootboom, a coconut tree, and they were discussing the theory of evolution and how man is meant to have descended from them. And once monkey said, "There's no way man has descended from us. Don't be talking rubbish." And my dear friend Eugene Brosnan, who's from Clonakilty in County Cork, I heard him singing this song and I offered it to him, and he was, what did he say on the booklet? He says, I feel blessed that Daithi chose me for this one. Well, feel very blessed that he recorded it. I would have met Eugene probably in the Wild Rover in Aachen in the 90s. I would have been coming in for my shows and he would have been leaving after his. And Eugene took a step away from the scene to be a dad and to look after his family for a while, and as a lot of people do, and he's back again, stronger than ever. He's a full band in Cork and he's doing great work. But I think that's where we met for the first time, and I even see he's even playing the Wild Rover again from time to time. Vocals and guitar, Eugene Brosnan, Jack Doherty, alto flute, and Dave Merrill on bass. Produced and recorded and mixed in Germany, I believe, by Christoph Hermann at Wabi Sabi Studios, a very famous German studio specialising in acoustic music. And I'm so delighted that the boy from County Cork, Mr. Eugene Brosnan, there he is, recorded this song. The Wild Rover Knockin', my 90s, absolutely, Chris. Yes, absolutely. One of my favourites. Thank you. Very cool. Rachel has to go. That's okay. Take care of yourself, Rachel. And we go. You're streaming as well. That's good. We'll catch the replay. Indeed, you're always very welcome. Rachel, you know that. Look after yourself. But here he is. Here is Eugene Brosnan, folks, doing From Monkey to Man. From Wabi Sabi Studios in Germany, a wonderful rendition of this great poem that I put to music years ago. Thanks to my grandfather Tom for introducing me to the poem. It became one of my standards on the road. From Monkey to Man, Eugene Brosnan.
Three monkeys sat on a coconut tree, hanging around, if you know what I mean. Said one of them monkeys, now listen you two, there are certain rumors that just can't be true. That man had descended from our noble race, now the very idea, it's a total disgrace. Brothers, there are some things monkeys won't do. Listen a while and I'll tell you it's true. A monkey would never go beating his wife, starving the children or ruining their lives. And whoever heard of the mother monkey just leaving her children alone and in need? Would a monkey for gain or pure selfish greed? Would he build a tall fence round the coconut trees? Sit and watch as the fruits of the gods go to waste, not giving his brothers one single taste. Well, if I built a fence, it would be plain to see starvation would soon see you stealing from me. Friends, that a monkey won't do. He won't go out at night and get in a stew, or use a gun or a bomb or a knife to take another poor monkey's life. Yeah, man had descended that confounded curse, but brothers, he didn't descend from us. Yeah, man had descended that confounded curse, but brothers, he didn't descend from us.
Yeah, 10 years ago this album was brought out, Johnny, and we're celebrating it tonight here at the Rua Room. Lovely to have you here, Johnny. Really is. Are we back? Did I lose the live chat? I don't know. Ah, no, there it is. Yeah, so there's there. I was trying to put up Johnny's saying congratulations on your anniversary. And it's lovely to have you in the house, in the chat room, Johnny, as always. Great to see you here. That was Eugene Brosnan from Monkey to Man, the famous tale of the three monkeys up on the coconut tree, discussing the theory of evolution. And fantastic poem that I always love singing. And thanks to the great man from Clonakilty, Eugene Brosnan. He's fantastic. If ever in the area, look him up and go and hear his band and hear his songs. Right, we're going to get there's a little sad song now. It's time for a little sad song, folks. I wrote this in tribute to a fellow who left us too soon, a fellow by the name of Dries Roland. His nickname was Seamus. He had bright ginger hair and a big Irish accent. He was a Flemish fella. He left this world too soon. And this song was born on the night that he left us. He was only in his early 20s, and he's sorely missed. So the song was called Black Fox. It became the title track of an album. My brother even did the artwork for it. But Sinead Madden is the artist, folks. Sinead is a wonderful violin player and singer and songwriter. And it is sadder than the monkey one. Yeah, it is. I'm afraid, because you have to write those ones too, Manda. But I first met Sinead. I don't know if I met Sinead either in Oslo or in Dublin. It was such a long time ago, I can't really remember. But at the time, she was the fiddle player and backing vocalist with the Moya Brennan Band, and also in a little band called Clonard. You may have heard of them. My claim to fame, and again, a big thanks to Sinead for this, was that I got to tour. I did about a 3-week tour of the UK with the Moya Brennan Band. She had an album out called Heartstrings. And I was the guitarist, the stand-in guitarist on that tour back in 2009. It was way out of my depth, but it was wonderful to do, and it was all thanks to Sinead. Sinead, at that time, Sinead had a beautiful album out as well called Honey Promises, which is still available out there, which you can go and get. But yeah, Black Fox was the song from my Flemish friend that Sinead took on board. She says, a beautiful song written in a delicate manner, honoured to be part of Daithi Rua's Harvest project, and very lucky to call him friend. Thank you, Sinead. Very lucky to call you friend as well. Keith Burke was on guitar. Anya Kunzik, I hope I'm saying that properly, was on piano. Produced by Madden Burke and Kunzik, recorded and mixed by Keith Burke at Front Room Studios. Here is my song Black Fox. Proud of this one too. Dedicated to the memory of Dries, aka Seamus, tonight, wherever you may be. And a beautiful rendition of Black Fox from Sinead Madden, the girl from Galway, living in Dublin. She's on tour now at the moment with Def Leppard and all kinds of people. She tours the world as part of the crew of the band. She's road managing out there with a big on a big level. Thanks very much to Sinead Madden for this beautiful rendition of Black Fox.
Stopped on a bridge last night to look at the sad full moon. Buckets of stars fell from its eyes because you left too soon, too soon, too soon. Photographs and letters, shockwaves from the shore. All of us who loved you then will forevermore, forevermore, forevermore. Stopped on a bridge last night to look at the sad full moon. Buckets of stars fell from its eyes because you left too soon, too soon. Too soon.
Yes, what Chris said there, nothing but beautiful, this version. She has a great voice indeed, as Annika said. Beautiful tribute there. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, sad time and a sad song. And rest in peace, Dries Roland, a.k.a. Seamus of the red hair. And yeah, a beautiful rendition. Thank you very much to Sinead Madden. She's a gem of a person and a wonderful musician and singer-songwriter. And great to know her. And she's probably somewhere. She could be anywhere in the world right now tonight. She could be home in Galway. She could be in Dublin, Mayo, or she could be the far side of China with Def Leppard on tour, or whoever band she's working with. They're talking about me t-shirt. Songs in the room. Yeah, I have to get Room t-shirts next. You were asking me about I think it says cow dance, Koyan dance, 2 cows dancing there. You were asking about my t-shirt. Your Crab Donkey was asking about my t-shirt. There you go. On a lighter note, 2 cows dancing, the Koyan dance. Anyway, that was Black Fox and the title track of my second album back in the day, and artwork by my lovely brother Tony there. Lovely artwork. Thank you, bro. So yeah, there you go. You have to write the sad ones too, don't you? Sinead Madden and Black Fox. Check out her beautiful album in the links below. It's really worth the listen. It's still out there, still available. Honey Promises was the name of her album. Right, folks, thanks for sticking with us. We've got a couple more songs in show. We're going to do a 3-night festival here, folks. Going through this wonderful album that I'm so proud of. It's called The Harvest, 30 of my songs and co-writes written, performed by 30 artists from 9 countries, and very proud of it. And Auntie Olive's picture, look, hey, out in the bog. So I want to, we heard on Talented Family indeed. Thanks, Phil. Song number 2, you heard a song co-written by myself and a fella called Peter Coolemans, and we co-wrote that song. But he was in a band here called Morag, and a trad folky band with some original songs thrown in. Duffy created a rich repertoire over the years. They said, Before We Leave, or the dual song as we call it, immediately rang a bell with all of us. We can do this, we said. So we did. Yeah, you did. And a great job you did too of it. Doel, just so you know, Doel is a subdivision of the municipality of Beveren in the Flemish province of East Flanders in Belgium. Located near the River Scheldt. I'm reading it out here now. It's located near the River Scheldt, the famous River Scheldt. It's a kind of a tidal river. Sometimes they say it flows backwards. In the Polder region of the Wastland. Since 1965, there have been plans to extend the port of Antwerp into Doel and demolish this historic village. However, protests have caused a stalemate, and on the 30th of March 2022, a deal was reached and the village was allowed to exist. So that's where this song comes from. It was a protest song for the people of Doel, just literally because I called it Before We Leave, and Mora was the band again. No longer a band, but all the musicians in the band, fantastic, doing great work. Wim Moons on Bowron on vocals, Peter Coolemans guitar and voice, Marnix Polfleet on pipes, uilleann pipes, Gunnar van Hove, brilliant flute player, Dirk van Nessens, brilliant on the fiddle, Gert Moelemans bass and vocals, Philip Mazur, who recorded the track, dropped in there on Cittern as a guest musician as well. Produced by Mora, recorded and mixed by Philip Mazur at Folk Studio. The photo credit is Lean de Wever. Lane also did all the artwork in the booklet as well. So she got a double mention there tonight. Before we leave, great track. A little bit of trad at the end as well, which I know you're going to enjoy. Take it away. Morach and the dual song, or Before We Leave.
The wolves came from the government, to our shock and detriment. They'd blow our houses down in the name of progress. The riot police were 100 strong, bulldozers and wrecking balls left our village looking like a war zone. On the banks of the Scheldt we were born and bred. We won't leave, our people said, though we're a bullet pushed, humiliated. Like the windmill by the North Sea wall, we feel your power, we won't fall. So take this message with you when you go. The sea will take us before you do, before you do. The Scheldt River will flow backwards before we leave, before we leave, before we leave. In the heart of the Flemish borderland, you tried to make us throw our hand. We stood up to you, and we're still standing. There's grass on the street where children play, graffiti walls cracked and grey. Those of us still here to stay. The sea will take us before you do, before you do. The Scheldt River will flow backwards before we leave, before we leave. Oh, the sea will take us before you do, before you do. The Scheldt River will flow backwards before we leave, before we leave, before we leave.
Yes, Moraz, the band Before We Leave, or the dual song. Thanks very much to those great people for that great version of that song. Long time ago, I wrote that. The sea will take us before you do. Before we leave. Okay, I'm coming to Ireland. A bit of trad in the session, and Phil's off. And D. Michael is dancing around there as well. Thank you, folks, very much for all the beautiful comments coming in there on that. Before we leave with the dual song, strong song. Thank you, Amanda. It is Get on the Bus, Phil. Hop over. Auntie Olive is mad to have you in Ireland. Yeah, she is. She is. The bus. Yeah, the Rua Run bus, lads. We got to sort it out. The Rua bus. Beautiful. Before we leave, our second last song on the show tonight from the great Flemish band that are no longer a band, but brilliant musicians, each and every one of them. Mora, M-O-R-A-G-H. Links to everybody below, as always, folks. Go and check them out. The quality of the seeds makes the greatest of the harvest. Thank you, Johan. Very, very much appreciate that. Yes, like I said, you know, as I always joke about, it's a tribute to myself. If you want a tribute done right, lads, do it yourself. That's what I always say. There you go. No one else going to make a tribute to me. You have to do it yourself sometimes. I hope to see you tomorrow too, Johan. We've one more song before you go, though. And it is from a lady that needs no introduction. In this country anyway, her name is Eva de Rovera. I first heard or met Eva, I think back in the 90s again, when she fronted a mighty band called Cadril. Big name in the music industry now. And I'm very honoured that I also got to work with her as co-writer over the years. We wrote a couple of songs together, and she's just a down-to-earth, lovely soul. And let me see. I was going to say, yes, the song is called 50 Years, folks, or Kay's song. And it's the last song in show number 1 tonight. My grandmother, Kathleen, and we're going to the mama of Auntie Olive there tonight, was born into an Ireland in the middle of a civil war. And by 2004, she celebrated her 50th anniversary living in our little village of Shannonbridge in County Offaly. And this song is a little tribute to her. And it mentions a lot of the changes she'd seen as a younger woman going through Irish life. The first electricity, would you believe that? The first automobiles going up and down the road. The first electric lights, the first TV, all that kind of stuff. A lot of firsts she would have witnessed in her life. And coming out of a civil war, all the good stuff and the bad stuff Granny Kathleen saw. And I wrote this song as a tribute to her. And Eva was in Los Angeles at the time and recording some songs, and she was in the studio of a fella called Sheldon Gomberg, a very famous producer over there. It was produced by herself and Sheldon, and assisted by Bill Mims, mixed by Sheldon as well, at the Carriage House. The photo credit belongs to Roman Cho, Jeben Brunei, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Jeben Brunei on piano and keys, and Eva on vocals and guitar. She says, this song is like a little movie. It spoke to me. Daithi is a great storyteller. Thank you, Eva, and thank you for doing a wonderful, wonderful version on this great song. Do I see Katja van der Porten in the house? Katja, hello. It's okay, a bit late, but it's great to have you here. We knew you were going to be late tonight, and you were busy with stuff, and it's great to have you here. The tears are coming, Ollie. There you go. Yeah, I know. Your nephews know you well. There you go. It is a sentimental song, but I am very proud of this song, and delighted I got to play it for Grandma. You can check out, there is a video of my version of it floating around there somewhere that has footage of Granny Kathleen in it. You'll find it somewhere online, or I can send it to you later. Let me see. Did I miss any chat there before we continue? I don't think we did. I wrote the Road to Liberty with Eva. I did, and again, that was long after this project was done and dusted. Eva does a very great rendition of this song, says Oystein. She left quite an impression on me at the album launch on the night of the Centrale. Yeah, and me too. She is a fantastic musician and a fantastic writer and a fantastic person. And one of Belgium's national treasures, actually, is Eva de Rovera. And this is why I'm so proud that she gravitated towards this song and performed it for me on the album in memory of Granny Kathleen, and dedicated to Auntie Olive tonight, the last song of the show. Although, don't go away, because I have this wonderful slideshow of photographs from the night and backstage pictures taken by Lievephoto. So after the last song, please stick with us, because we have one more speciality for you at the end. Here is 50 Years, or Kay's song, from the wonderful Eva de Rovera in her inimitable style. Take it away, Eva.
Reeds and wild grass blossomed on an ice age road. Shadowed by a fortress English armies left behind. An Irish soldier won her heart and loved her true and kind. She smoked woodbine cigarettes, raised the family, watched them grow and prosper very happily. There was homemade bread and stir-about, on Fridays sometimes fish. The rod was never spared, neither was the kiss. 50 years in this old place, you can see it in her face. The time and tide have treated her so softly. In her day she has seen change, good and bad, sad and strange, moving with the times for 50 years. She saw the first fast cars passing by her gate. The tinker and the blacksmith simply fade away. Electric light replaced the lamp and TV conversation. Peacetime turned to hard times with war's abomination. 50 years in this old place, you can see it in her face. The time and tide have treated her so softly. In her day she has seen change, good and bad, sad and strange, moving with the times for 50 years. Moving with the times. In her day she has seen change, good and bad, sad and strange, moving with the times for 50 years. For 50 years.
Wow, the wonderful, inimitable Eva de Rovere. Thank you for doing these streams, Daithi. The first night has brought back very fond memories from 10 years ago. Me too. It was lovely that you were here. Einstein, looking forward to you kicking off the show tomorrow night. A beautiful closer for tonight. Can't wait for tomorrow. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, we had a wonderful night in the Centrale. I hope that you stick around to see these beautiful photographs from the wonderful Lievephoto stage photographs, behind the scenes photographs. A beautiful song to end tonight's show. Thanks, Tony. Much appreciated. So beautiful, all these songs. Much appreciated, guys and girls. And welcome to Camellia as well. You dropped in there. Good to see ya. Thank you for taking us all down memory lane. Yeah, it was great for me as well. It's been a while, you know, and I always like putting on this album and listening to it, to hear all these wonderful versions of these great songs. But I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, folks. Show number 1 of 3. I hope you maybe discovered a new songwriter or two, or heard from an old favourite. You can scan that if you want to go directly to the Bandcamp, and you can find all my music on Bandcamp. You can buy individual songs or full albums or the whole discography. If you want to drop into the drop something into the PayPal account, you're very welcome to do so as well. Tomorrow night, Show number 2, Eystein Berntsen is going to kick us off with Vanna's Blue Laces, Bruno de Necker and Nils de Caster, Anita Berens and Kjell Lund from Norway, Farron Flad, Danny Guinan, The Furies and Davy Arthur, Eddie Sheehan, John O'Dreams from the Netherlands, Claire Boswell from the UK, and we finish off with a great Norwegian as well called Egil Odegaard. That's tomorrow night's show. 10 more songs for you folks. I hope you'll come and join us. I really hope you do. Big love to you all. Thank you so very, very much for being here tonight and for all the lovely comments that came in during the show. That was quite a night and all that preparation. Yeah, I know. But you're worth it. Great memories tonight, bro. And you were there 10 years ago. Yeah, you were, brother. Mum and dad and yourself and Tony. So good to have you out in Belgium and Gent. 9 years ago, we had our first house concert with you. So long was it really? 9 years ago when I first played in your house, and again, whoa. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Amanda. And I'll see you tomorrow night, I hope. Hui Navin, love from Izzy and Mojo. There he is. He dropped in there for the last few seconds to say goodnight and hello. Good to have you with us, Stephen. What a lovely career of music and people, Dahi. Still going strong. Thank you for tonight, and thank you for tonight as well, Phil. Much appreciate that very much. Come back tomorrow night. You're in Wolfland tomorrow. See what you can do. It was a wonderful celebration of these songs tonight. Big thanks to you all. Listen, I put some more of these comments on the slideshow. I want you to stick around and have a look at these great photographs, memories, and pictures from the great, wonderful photographer Lievephoto. I'll leave you with a see you tomorrow night. Check out these great pictures. Links below to all the artists, links below to Lieva and her photography work as well. A wonderful slideshow of a wonderful night in the Centrale. And again, Katja missed at the start. I did thank you at the beginning, Katja, but you did great work for me. You my chief financial officer, my CFO, did all that great work. Let me just see. I need to take that off. No, I don't. I need to take that off, yeah. So, and you did great work doing all the pre-sales and tickets for the event in the Centrale as well. So much love to you for that, Katja. These photographs will bring lots of memories back to you. Enjoy them. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thanks for being here, everybody. Here are the great photographs of Lievephoto. See you tomorrow. Thanks a million. Sing your song until the harvest comes.
Listen to the rhythm of the island. Listen, tractor wheels on dusty road. Listen, all the good things coming your way. Lay down your heavy load. Mother Moon is rising. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes.
Colors dazzle in the distance, glowing in violet and blue. Stones and soil and harmony dancing. Honor the past and start anew.
We're reaping what we grow. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields.
crash on this ancient land, pulsing to my heartbeat, into my hands. Plow your fields, sow your seeds, celebrate the goodness that the summer yields. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes. Pray for rain, behold the sun. Sing your song until the harvest comes.
I see you walking in the Dublin snow. Inner side. Oh, Yasamina side. I see you sitting on the high stool stage, singing for the Philistines, the drunk, the disengaged. Arms around the souls that you knew you could embrace, leaving them with hope and a smile upon their face.